We've got some ancillary stuff to look at, which I apparently forgot I owned. So, for the sake of argument, we're going to be splitting 1997 in half, as many of you would expect based on how I've done this so far. We're probably going to be splitting 1998 in half too, considering how many of the tapes I have from that year as well. But for the sake of argument, we're going to begin with 1997 and Bambi. After it was an immense success as part of the Classics line, Bambi would join the Masterpiece Collection in the very early spring of 1997 and would be available for a very, very, very limited time. Let's take a look at, move some of the ancillary stuff out for a moment, and we'll take a look at the tape itself, which of course also began the trend of having the 15-minute special behind-the-scenes looks at the movies that came out in 1997. December 15th, 1996 was the print date for Bambi. And we have a bunch of things to look at for this. For starters, we have the Disney Video Rewards program for 1997. It's easy to earn free videos. One free video by mail when you collect any 8 1997 Disney Video Collection titles. Or 2 free videos if you collect all 12. Details on the back of this card. Now, technically speaking, I want to see how many of these I have. Let's see. I know what most of them are. So we've got Bambi, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. Those are the 3 known titles at this point. Then you also have 101 Dalmatians, the live action. You have Pooh's Grand Adventure. And you also have Fun and Fancy Free, which we have to look at. So that's 6. Then you have Mary Poppins, Sleeping Beauty, The Jungle Book, Old Yeller, George of the Jungle, and Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas. I believe those are all 12 of them. And we could do this to earn ourselves some free videos. Let's see, which ones are specifically the ones we have to have? There really isn't one. It's just like you have to have 8 of them to get a free video and 12 to get 2 free. So that's interesting. We got a business reply card for Bambi. And look at some of the titles that they're talking about. James and the Giant Peach, The Lion King, Mocha Chocahanas, Toy Story, The Aristocats, Cinderella, Aladdin, yada, yada, yada. We've got a Disney Video Shopping Guide. Look for great offers from Disney. Hold on. The Video Rewards Program, as we know. Hunchback of Notre Dame and Bambi and Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves are the key parts of this. Nice little guide here for that. The Hunchback of Notre Dame was coming to home video at this point. And you could save $2 instantly on the Walt Disney Film Classics, The Fantastic Adventures series. This was like the 3rd time they've revamped some of these movies to new releases. But hey, I'm not a judge like that. We've got Last Chance to collect all 4 of the films released in 1996, as they were all going to go back into the Disney Vault, some for a few years, some for like a few months, but at least that's what it felt like. The 3rd chapter of The Never-Ending Story, which nobody really liked, and The Thief and the Cobbler, great animated film, but the voices kind of take you out of it. Primarily Matthew Broderick, but hey, that's besides the point. He was Simba, so they had to give him something. D3, The Mighty Ducks, the 3rd installment in that series, and Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves, which I've seen and is actually not that bad. Then we've got the Winnie the Pooh Friendship Collection, a new line of videos for 97. Then we have the Learning and Playtime collections. And we've got new sing-alongs, including Pongo and Perdita, which I believe took the place of Fun with Music, at least stateside. I've never seen this one, so I can't be too sure. Then we've got a few other ones, including Topsy Turvy, Mary Poppins, and Camp Out at Walt Disney World. And then the Family Film Collection classics, called the Haley Mills Collection, because apparently we all loved Haley Mills. Apparently, Saved by the Bell did not love Haley Mills since they got rid of her character from the original Good Morning Miss Bliss. You have That Darn Cat, The Parent Trap, and Pollyanna. And last but not least, we have a commemorative booklet celebrating the making and success that Bambi had. I'm not going to read all of it for you. I'm imagining it's going to say most of the same stuff that the making of special did. And it seems like they do. A few concept arts and animations. Good thing I'm splitting this in half, because as you realize, we're at 6 minutes in and we're still on Bambi. And then we got a nice little thing from Roy Disney. I was lucky enough to grow up around the Disney studio lot and to watch the artists making some of the greatest films ever created. Now, a whole new generation can join in the fun and see the magic unfold in this collectible commemorative booklet while watching one of Disney's most timeless classics on video. Roy Disney. And that's all of Bambi's stuff. Fortunately, I don't have ancillary stuff for The Hunchback of Notre Dame, which unfortunately followed Pocahontas in the string of being a disappointing box office success, despite having a lot more critical acclaim than Pocahontas had. It made $300 million worldwide and came out in March of 1997 for home video release. December 28th, 1996 was when this was printed. And I love The Hunchback of Notre Dame, but I know it's an acquired taste for a lot of people. So, yeah. And it definitely did not get the justice it deserved when it was put into Kingdom Hearts. I will say that. And then last but not least for this part, we have Fun and Fancy Free. Well, technically least, but whatever. Fun and Fancy Free is one of the Disney package projects and was made up of two specific shorts, Bongo, and the one that they focus the most on here, Mickey and the Beanstalk. Now, this one also had some ancillary stuff that unfortunately was taken out of the box. So all we have is a handful of things. We have the stamp for Fun and Fancy Free that we can put into that booklet that we have from Bambi. But the only other thing we have is a business reply card, which has a snow globe of Mickey and Donald, which I don't know what that has to do with anything, but whatever. And yes, there is nothing under it. I've looked. And the last part that we have to look at for this is the print date of this video, which is June 22nd, 1997. I know you guys can't see it because my camera's being an ass. But hey, what you gonna do? And that was the first part of 1997. Part 2 will be going up momentarily when I go to look at it. Chiefly the 3 fall releases of Mary Poppins, Sleeping Beauty, and The Jungle Book. Stay classy, YouTube.